we knew it was going to be difficult coming here. They make it very hard for their opponents with their direct play. And very physical, a lot of fouls. But I think we, in general, managed it really well. Of course, some moments of the game where they maybe had a little bit too much initiative. But looking over 90 minutes, I think we deserved the win, and always good to get another clean sheet again.
Yeah, I mean, what's it like to play in a team that's solid? When you must have just so much confidence that it's going to be so difficult to break us down. I mean, that's 8 clean sheets in a row now. Yeah,
we have a lot of momentum right now,
This team is a family, it's a unit, and we can see the best version of ourselves with anyone playing in the starting 11.
Mikel, to come here with so many players missing and to get another win and top the Champions League group stage as it stands, how does it feel after that?
Feels amazing. Just have to see that dressing room. Everyone is buzzing. We know this is a really tough stadium to come and win the way we did. Again, another game with many players injured, but this team doesn't care about who's injured and who's not. The same mentality, the same fire inside. This team is a family, it's a unit, and we can see the best version of ourselves with anyone playing in the starting 11. So yeah, very happy and very, very proud of these guys.
It's equaling a club record that stood for more than 100 years. What do you like most about that run?
That we want more, and that we can still improve and we can do things better still. So that's the right mindset to have. We are happy with what we're doing, but not satisfied at all. We can play better, we can defend better. Today we should have done things slightly better to dominate the game in the opposition half, even though it's very tricky against them.
And during that run, and again tonight, more players coming in into the team. Yeah, Max, the youngest ever player in the Champions League. I mean, another great night for the academy, as you say.
I didn't know that. I just found out, but no surprise. But what I really liked is the way he played. He came on, started to take the ball, started to threat the opponent. It doesn't matter the age, it's the personality you have, it's the courage that you have to play at this level, and I'm delighted to have them. Another very impressive defensive performance. And then obviously extremely happy to see Max making his debut in the Champions League, Andre as well, and the players that we changed today having big performances as well.
Give him a day off.
You said he's going to walk in like Conor McGregor to
work.
Which
is good, I think.
Time for different. Maybe he can go at lunchtime.
Yeah, let him go in lunchtime. Do his feet. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Fantastic.
Let the lad have a lie in. Is that what you're suggesting?
Let him have a lie in. Got to recover.
I mean, it's still Farah beating. She made her debut at 14 with the pros.
Really?
So. But it's different. The women's game was different at 14. We could play senior football.
Wow.
So yeah.
Still.
Yeah, wow. As you mentioned, he can't even
now,
sign.
So 16 now, you've got to be to play senior football. So
he cannot sign a professional contract for a year.
Until he's 17 years, so just above a year.
Definitely weren't pro contracts in the game when I played at that age.
Enjoyed it.
Obviously, the injuries means that you have to start as a striker again. We had our stats guys look up. It's 13 starts you've made at centre-forward for Arsenal. 6 goals. That's proper striker numbers.
Yeah, it's not bad. But I mean, credit to my teammates. Obviously, this is a team sport, and I'm just trying to feel the role of the number 9, even though I'm not a classic number 9 and I'm not born as a number 9. But I'm really, really happy to be helping the team with goals, but also with my hard work, my running, I'm trying to position myself in the right spots, and obviously with the quality we have in the squad, they pass the ball at the right time in the right spot, and I'm there. So yeah, really, really happy.
And what does it say about the work that the team are doing, the squad are doing in the training pitches? Because it doesn't matter who comes into the team. It seems the same connections are there.
Yeah, I think that's the depth you need in the squad if you want to compete in every tournament. Right now, I think we're looking very, very strong on all positions, and it's very important that we keep it that way. We keep the availability high. We've already had a lot of injuries actually this season, but we still managed to get good results, and that's how it should be over the last course of the season.
Unfortunately. So you saw there in that table, Bayern and Arsenal now the top 2 in this Champions League phase. They will play each other next match day 5.
It's funny because Micah said something now. He said Bayern always score. And then you have a team that didn't or doesn't concede. So let's see what's going to happen next time.
Let's see.
Is that Bayern or Arsenal? Can we go?
Is that Arsenal?
Oh, I'll see you there.
Mame.
All right, so we'll talk about Arsenal. We'll also talk about Tottenham.
The feeling of this isn't right. I've come in there. I've changed things round. We're sitting in the top 4. We're in the Champions League. We're winning. Right, it's not perfect, but I've done a hell of a job so far. And yet, this mob are booing, or there's dissent.
no lack of positivity for the Gunners, is there? They've got the job done again in pretty short order. Yeah, you could say it's a bit harsh, this, in terms of the opening goal, the penalty awarded after review.
Yeah, especially because he was so close to the ball, but his hand is not where it should be, and the ball might go in. If it's not, that header, Bukayo Saka with the penalty. Perfect penalty.
You don't worry about him missing, do you, Saka? He's just kind of he's a banker.
He's again, looking at his age and his experience, he's a leader in this dressing room now. I'm starting to see that.
Manchester United on Saturday at the Tottenham Stadium. And then again, you need to back up a win like this with another good result. You can't go back to the standard that we saw with Chelsea.
Well, United, Arsenal, PSG.
Yeah, exactly.
Either side of the international break. So
they beat United.
That's a good home result.
They beat United.
United aren't good on the road, and for Tottenham aren't good at home, are they? That's what's fifth win out of 25, I think it is. They haven't won at home in a long time. And our Man United, who don't travel well, haven't. After that performance, they'll be going into it more positive, certainly, than what they did against Chelsea.
Yeah. Run a 3-0 away win in the Champions League, and we're not waxing lyrical because we're starting to expect from this. You know, the question marks on Mikel Arteta's teams was always consistency. You know, don't know what you're going to get. Are they going to be there? And I've criticised that. But this team, this group of players, I don't see no faults. And that is fantastic for Arsenal's perspective, worrying for the teams chasing them in this competition and the league.
Mikel, to come here with so many players missing and to get another win and top the Champions League group stage as it stands, how does it feel after that?
Feels amazing.
In a way, he has to. With what you've been saying, he's been missing key players since the beginning. They played I don't know how many games last year. Two guys that are going to go. Hakimi should be going to the African Cup of Nations. Then you have the World Cup. I don't think that he wants to, but he had to at the beginning of the season to do that. And so what you lose by doing that is having a momentum, because you keep on switching your team from the league to the Champions League. Guys didn't play for a very long time. Guys are coming back against a team that only did it one time this year. Bayern didn't play their players at the weekend, but more often than not, they play. And, you know, it was a bit difficult, but he's not doing it for fun. He's doing it because he has to, unfortunately.
So you saw there in that table, Bayern and Arsenal now the top two in this Champions League phase. Where they will play each other next match day 5.
It's funny because Michael said something now. He said Bayern always score. And then you have a team that didn't or doesn't concede. So let's see what's going to happen next time.
Is that Bayern or Arsenal? Can we go?
Is that Arsenal?
I'll see you there.
My man.
All right, so we'll talk about Arsenal. We'll also talk about Tottenham.
The feeling of this isn't right. I've come in there. I've changed things round. We're sitting in the top 4. We're in the Champions League. We're winning. Right, it's not perfect, but I've done a hell of a job so far, and yet this mob are booing or there's dissent.
And during that run, and again tonight, more players coming in into the team. How pleased are you that no matter who plays, those connections seem to be there amongst the players?
Yeah, I'm really happy to see that, because today we made 4 changes, and that's not easy to get the right cohesion and the right understanding. We certainly had that, so everybody feels important, everybody feels like they can contribute, so I'm really happy with that.
And just finally, a word for the supporters. Burnley at the weekend, in Prague tonight, they'll be in Sunderland at the weekend. It's some work, isn't it? Some work they're putting in.
They were unbelievable, so we really appreciate the effort, the energy that they're putting in. I'm really happy that the team is getting those performances win to make them feel really happy in the way back, which is a long way back now. So again, delighted for them and really...
Well, it's not perfect, but I've done a hell of a job so far, and yet this mob are booing or there's dissent. But that is the level you go. When you go from a Brentford to a Spurs, the expectations rise. And by the way, them Spurs players, they're a better squad than what he had at Brentford, but it's not a million miles. Brentford finished above them in the league last year.
Yeah,
he was coaching Visser and Buemo, some fantastic footballers. So it's the first time for him personally, he would have had to probably gone, you know what, there's no justice in how I'm being treated for the job I'm doing at the moment, but you have to keep your game face on, moving forward and keeping the group together. And I thought he's done brilliantly.
United aren't good on the road, and for Tottenham aren't good at home, are they? That's what's fifth win out of 25, I think it is. They haven't won at home in a long time. And our Man United, who don't travel well, haven't.
It's like compounding wins, you know. It's easier when you win over a lot of the games. The next one was going to be easier to win, but we also know that it takes only a little bit of complacency for it to go the other way. So we need to remind each other how important the next game is, the next training. And then we will analyse this one and be ready for Sunderland on Saturday.
And you must be pleased with your own performance tonight and your involvement, especially for the second goal.
Yeah, I think I'm taking steps in the right direction. It helps, of course, with the minutes I'm getting at the moment, both against Brighton, also against Burnley. And today was an improvement from some of the other games, but I still have a lot to do better, and I still haven't really shown my top performance yet. But I think it will come. It's just about being ready whenever the boss looks my way.